Do you know how a lot of people out there blame their past history of going through tough times, challenges, possibly even abuse, to justify why they're not successful, why they haven't achieved the thing they wanted all their life? For me, there's a clear theme. Anyone that has done great in life, normally, the majority of them at least, is running away from some sort of ugly past. It's partly fear that motivates them to achieve the next thing, so they don't go back to being that vulnerable person that was subjected to trauma, abuse, or not being in control generally. In my opinion, there's two ways in which you can use trauma, only one of which will allow you to be successful, and that is to use that to your advantage. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually sat with a psychiatric to analyze me, my personality, my past. It was part of a process of something that I was applying for at the time. It was my visa. So my solicitor asked me to go and sit with this psychiatric so that she can write a report on what my mental state is like. At the end of the conversation, she said to me, "How do you live normally with all this trauma inside of you?" I said to her, honestly, I don't know. I just don't think about them. For the majority of the time, they're just buried deep down inside of myself, and I don't really think about them, but I guess they form my decisions, my views on life, my perception on many things. But the one thing I will not do is let them stop me or use them as an excuse for not trying hard enough for something. Especially for men, that is so true. Trauma is actually very helpful because it builds the character. Look at any spoiled boy, young man or an adult, and you will know what I'm talking about. You will have nothing to them if there was no trauma, no toughness in their past. They haven't had to learn things the hard way. They didn't have to travel by themselves, be subjected to some horrible people in their lives. And of course, it's horrible at the time. But on the other end of it, you recognize something very important. Let's say you go through something which you have no control. You're a child. And to make it even worse, you could be even surrounded by people who are supposed to protect you, but they don't. In fact, they abuse their power and their authority over you to hurt you even more. In this moment, something in you will develop. And this something in you can take with you to the future, and you can use it to your advantage, or you can use it to judge everybody around you, to paint the whole world around you black, and to lose hope in all existence. I genuinely believe this is a choice that you make, but you can only make that choice or that decision on the other end of the trauma, looking back and deciding who you want to become, what kind of person this trauma will turn you into. And it doesn't really get any uglier than this, because when you're supposed to be protected by someone and they betray your trust and they hurt you, and they're supposed to be the people that are protecting you from everything around you, and they don't, it's very easy for you to lose faith in everything around you. It's very easy for you not to trust or love anyone anymore. It's very easy for you to develop a bubble in which you can isolate yourself, your feelings, and you disregard everything and everyone around you and look at everybody and everything around you as the enemy that is out there to get you. But with this mindset, trust me, you don't achieve anything. Because to get anywhere in life, you need people. And there are some good people out there that will have your best interests at heart. They would want you to do well. You would want to form cooperations with you so you can excel and grow together. And you can only see these people and see the opportunities with a healthy mindset, which is something you can absolutely control. So to anyone who is struggling and thinking, oh, I can't be this because of what happened to me, I'd say just try to take control and everything around you will change, because the reality in your world is really only in your head. And when you think about it this way, you can decide what you want to see in the world. Something could happen in front of two people. The two people will see it completely different. It won't be the same thing to either of them. And so is your life. You can decide what it is. You can decide how you want to see it. You can decide who you want to trust. You can decide what you want to try. But one thing is for sure, if you shy away from all the opportunities, from all the people that might be distant to help you get somewhere, you're never going to get the chance to see it.